to drive my car. He's like, oh my God, what's going on with your car? And I was like, I don't know. I thought this was normal. We're on the way back, and all of a sudden the entire dashboard just lights up. Oh. Like all the lights are going off, right?
Danger, danger, danger.
Right. So we're thinking, okay, it's probably about to explode or something. Mm-hmm. And so my dad is like, okay, we're driving this straight to the dealership for them to explain what happened. Yeah. They had cut my brake line. So I had no brake fluid. I don't know how I survived an entire week of driving, but yes, I had no brake fluid in my car.
I can't even imagine how you even would stop without brakes. Like you just coast to a stop.
I don't know if God was just there to just be like, stop. You know, it's like just like a gust of wind, miracle gust of wind to stop me. And yeah, I and of course my dad, of course, got extremely mad at them.
Of course. Well, if you're spending money.
Oh yeah. And I was and my grandpa was with us too. So it's kind of awkward. I'm like over
3
there with
generations of
yeah, all of us just collectively bashing.
In.
What was the Walmart you went to? What city?
This one. It was
Kennesaw. Kennesaw Walmart. That's no good. No, I hope.
And I thought I was being like.
You thought you were getting the treatment.
I thought I was doing it like a good thing. I was like, I don't want to drive all the way back home needing an oil. It's an hour drive. I don't want to drive an hour needing an oil change. So let me just try someplace new and cheap because I'm a broke college student. Yeah. My mistake. Now I put oil in my car every week.
That every week?
Mm-hmm. Because it slowly leaks out.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh. I think. I tried. I don't know if that's the right thing to do, but it's what I do.
Put some Flex Seal on there. Do you know what that is?
I do.
Okay, good.
I haven't known a lot of things, okay. Popular culture references, so it's understandable that you would ask me that.
No, I tell people like Flex Seal and stuff. Okay, whoever's editing,
You may have seen a few people test Flex Seal on a bucket. That's a lot of damage.
Put Phil Swift's face over my face.
For a solid minute. Half the recording is just Phil Swift just edited on like.
No, that's a lot of damage.
We're gonna invest
What's the
like
budget?
$1 million. What's like that.
The editing budget here?
Yeah, like $250,000. You know? That's what we got.
Yeah.
If we make them think we're a big deal, then they'll believe it.
Right, and then they'll give you money.
And like we need $1 million, guys. It's
new equipment. I'm in the middle of this room and I'm looking at all this equipment and I'm like.
Oh my gosh.
God.
It's like the McDonald's of equipment. The Captain D. No, I'm kidding.
I'm joking too. I think I'm joking. I don't know what half of
Snobbish
this
Jules Tucker comes in here and bashes the whole setup.
It's the title
of
the podcast.
Welcome everybody though to the Creators Table podcast. I'm your host Tyler Watson and we're here joined with Jules Tucker. Give a little round of applause to the people who are here. So how I already said this, but how are you doing today?
I'm good.
You're nervous a little bit?
I am, but everyone is so nice and personable here.
Right.
You're so nice and personable that things are going.
It's okay.
Are going well in my brain.
Yeah, you're not gonna have a heart attack. That's good.
So
do you want to introduce yourself a little bit? Tell us about what you do, who you are, I guess.
Obviously my name is Jules. I guess I would consider myself an editor mostly, but I'm multifaceted. I don't like to categorize myself into one little box. I like storytelling in general. I think a lot of creatives kind of understand what I mean when I say you do a little bit of everything.
Right, absolutely.
So acting, editing, research. I'm a big student researcher right now, so lots of academic stuff. I think was that all you asked me, or am I just blinking?
No, that's all I asked. No, I'm like you have to answer for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm joking.
And who I am? I'm a gorgeous, lovable, kind, smart.
We have a lot of stuff on you today.
Yeah,
so you're about to find out a lot of stuff what we have on you.
Yeah. Oh, you've done research.
We have.
What is? Oh no.
And what I was gonna say is, you said. This kind of shocked me a little bit, though. You said would you consider yourself more as an actor or an editor?
Well, I think I would consider myself more of an editor.
Interesting.
However, I know that a lot of the public-facing
roles you've had, right?
Yes, are acting roles.
Right.
And so I think that kind of showcases a lot of like glitz and glamour of like a cast versus like
right
when you're crew and you're working behind the scenes, you maybe don't always get the recognition.
Absolutely.
And so definitely I pride myself on working hard as an editor, and acting is a different creative endeavor, to be sure.
Right. That's another fun opportunity you have to experience in that realm.
Well, I feel like both roles you're kind of crafting something. So if you're acting, you're getting to craft a character, and if you have like a more flexible writer director and they kind of want you to make it their own, then that can be a really fun process of like getting into the role and kind of creating your own interpretation on something and telling that story. And then editing is also like you're sequencing a story in a timeline of events, and you're kind of I personally think that editing is one of the most important parts of filmmaking. Yeah. Second only to probably a director or a writer.
There's doing the coloring, there's doing just the cutting the films together to where it matches well with the audio that somebody conducted, you know.
I mean, oh gosh, yeah. Right. It can be very like make or break something. And you can have part of the reason why I love it is you can have the exact same footage and you can cut it in completely different ways. And so you have so much control and manipulation over the story and like specifically the feelings that an audience might get behind it, or like the meaning behind the story in general.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah. And now let's talk a little bit about like you beginning your journey into film. I'll say film, right?
Let's say film.
So, you know, where were those first opportunities you had, and where did you first develop that interest for wanting to be a part of filmmaking?
Oh gosh, I don't know, because I did news crew when I was in middle school.
Okay.
And so that's, you know, you're a little tiny 12-year-old who's getting in front of your school and you're reading out the morning announcements, and you know, like that's not really necessarily filmmaking, but it definitely introduced me to camera and like sound and just getting in front of a camera for sure.
Absolutely.
And then I kind of forgot about it for a while until I came to Kennesaw, and I thought that I was going to be a biology major. I love nursing, healthcare, all of that kind of stuff. I really thought that I was going to go the RN route. And then I took I believe it was visual communications or a visual anthropology class. And I kind of rediscovered the power that like images can have.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh man, like I really want to get involved on campus and like meet people, so let me go see what clubs are out there. And that's when I started with FFS, which is For Film's Sake here on campus, which is one of the film clubs. And when I first started out, it was very, very different than it is now. It was almost 5 years ago. And
oh, wow. Okay.
So like completely different structure of like management, I'll say.
Right. And there's less people, stuff like that, right? Less going on.
Absolutely. Less participation from people as well. So you got to kind of be more involved. And I kind of stuck with that for a good bit, and it gave me a lot of opportunity to not only get in front of the camera, but also introduce me to other people who were on campus and taking the media and entertainment route.
Right.
And so that's when I kind of started to decide that, hey, like maybe this is something that I could actually go to school for.
Yeah, do for a living. Yeah.
And we'll see.
And you said, you know, you've kind of said that you like you enjoy acting, but it's not your passion. Your passion is editing.
Yeah.
Which again is a role where they need a lot more people, I would say.
Yeah.
It's very rare you meet somebody you're like, oh, I love to edit.
Oh yeah.
Even with this, I'm like, when I ask, our editors to edit a 40-minute episode of me talking, I'm like, it's got to be.
Sounds like my dream.
Maybe we'll have discussions after
Yeah.
this.
Where's that $1 million budget you were talking about? Yeah.
That's my pocket money. It's called my pocket change, because I just have that. But when did you notice that acting was a potential thing for you? Because it does feel a little bit strange to me. You're just like editing, and then they're like, did somebody just approach you to say, hey, we think you'd be great for this? Or were you the one to step out and put yourself out there like that?
So when I first started with FFS, I was just trying to get on set in any way I could, because those major roles were kind of filled. And so I started with makeup and costuming, just kind of more art focused roles.
Right.
Where I could kind of just like cultivate different artistic looks and things like that. And the very first acting I did was on a short film called Empty House.
Okay.
Which is on the FFS channel. It's on their YouTube channel.
Back in 2022 is what it says.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I gathered.
Your research says.
That is what it says. Is it 2022?
I think it, well, I don't know. It's been so long.
I know. It has kind of been a while, right?
4 years?
Yeah.
Yeah.
4 years, yeah.
Yeah. It was my freshman year. And I was on set as a costumer. And then one of our actors dropped out. He just didn't show up. Or something happened. I won't slander his name. I don't know him. But he just wasn't there. And they needed, again, this was at a time when club participation was just like really low. And so they said, who's on set that can even step in front of the camera? And so the original role was Pizza Man Stan. It was supposed to be played by a man. And I was the one on set who kind of, I guess, volunteered and was like, let me do it. I can do it.
I got you.
We'll figure out what to do. And so they put me in an extra, I think it was an extra large. It could have been XXL, from the dirty laundry hamper of the guy whose house it was.
Oh.
It was a big red t-shirt and a baseball cap. And they said, okay, here's the script. Do your best.
So you just had this trash bag sized
Yes.
t-shirt on.
I tucked it in my pants.
That may have been dirty.
Oh, it definitely was.
Oh.
Yeah, he even came downstairs and was like, it's dirty. It was in my dirty laundry hamper, but like,
brother,
it's okay. It had like a stain on it. It was
brother,
not good.
Clean the shirts.
Yeah.
If I'm about to go give a shirt to somebody for them to wear.
Yeah. For 2 days, mind you, on end.
Oh, did you get any opportunity to clean it?
No.
Oh.
Because I think
that's rancid.
They had one of the other, because it was me and another girl who were doing costumes, and I guess it might have been cleaned the second day. I'm not actually so sure. I just remember it being dirty. So
traumatized from the first day,
yeah.
Carried over to the second.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But that was a fun one. And so that kind of, it gave me more opportunities to, like, meet other people in the club who wanted actors, which is so strange because, I feel like everyone is willing to step in front of the camera.
Right. Anybody wants to have the opportunity. And
I kind of realized that not everyone.
Some people are shy.
Yeah. I didn't really think about, that not everyone would want to be in front of the camera. Some people want to be behind the camera.
Right. Right.
And so it gave me the opportunity to make connections and be creative and connect with other people, really, is what I benefited from. Yeah.
And who are some, if you want to give some shout outs, who are some of those initial connections that you've made with FFS? God.
So, like, Evan Barron is awesome. He knows he's awesome. He doesn't need a shout out. He's doing his own thing. He's doing great.
Right.
Him and another guy who graduated out of FFS, Owen Westfall, they have their own like equipment rental.
Oh, that's smart.
And they do Root House.
I've heard of that, yeah.
Yes. So they were there when I very first started, and really, really introduced me to like what a professional behind the camera probably looks like.
Right.
And I've met a lot of like really good friends like Dawson Jolicoeur, Sophia Mimoso. There's someone I'm forgetting.
So many people.
There's so many people that Rachel Locke, who's an awesome AD. There's so many people, and I'm gonna be so upset that I'm not able to think of them right now. Obviously Dallas.
You don't have to list everybody.
Yeah,
we'll revisit the shout out list.
Yeah.
Right?
Let me just go through my followings.
Just go through all of them.
Yeah, literally.
Well, and you've been on quite a few other films now at this point. You had Empty House was your first one.
Yeah.
You had Shot Chaser, which was also in 2022.
I still rewatch that sometimes. I really like that short film. That one's a good one, I think.
And then you also had The Callback, 2025.
Yes.
About a year ago. A little over a year ago.
Who knows?
And then currently, I'll save the other one actually later. But Shot Chaser, what is Shot Chaser? Why do you highlight that one?
I think that's different than a majority of the other things that I've acted in. So Empty House, which continued into Pizza Time. I'm not sure if you have that on your little Tyler's list there.
I don't have Pizza Time here.
Yeah. Oh.
I wasn't sure about Pizza Time.
That's a big one to miss.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'll dock that from your pay. It's fine.
That's all right.
Okay. So Empty House, Pizza Time, Shot Chaser. No, not Shot Chaser. Empty House, Pizza Time. Some of the other ones that I can't remember. Anyway, they're all more comedy based, I would say. They have a little bit more of a casual feel to them, versus Shot Chaser, which I think was a little bit more serious, and I got to do a little bit more like powerful emotional acting, which I really, really enjoyed getting into the actual feelings of the character, who I had a really amazing co-star for that, who was wonderful to act across, because we both were giving so much energy at the same time that we really fed into each other. Right. And so at one point I had to like take a minute and I was like, guys, I'm actually going to start crying, because like this is intense and this is a lot. And I think that translates to what you see in the short film. So it's definitely more emotional than some of the other ones.
Well, and that leads me right into my next question, which is just, how do you get yourself ready for different roles that you're being on? Because I don't know the consistency on when you're on set and when you're doing this stuff. Because again, I know you're more interested in editing, but you've had numerous roles in acting.
Oh yeah.
So
absolutely.
How do you get yourself prepared? Are you studying the script a ton? And when you're ready to film, are you doing some certain ways to get yourself into character? Like, what is that like for you?
I think that a lot of the ways, like you mentioned, I love editing. I think that like editing is one of those things where like I hate that I love it so much, you know, versus acting is a little bit more like, oh, I like editing, or not editing. I love acting. But preparation honestly is similar, because I need to know the vibes. That's really important. And I don't think any other word could really describe it as accurately as vibes. You've got mood boards, you've got soundtracks some people put together, reference image, colors that just elicit some kind of emotion that should be felt in the end product. Right. So the way that you act is going to be reflective of the message that you want to come across. Right. And so if that's serious, then you have to know that, and you have to understand that, and you have to internalize that so that you can portray it accurately to the final project or the final product.
Right.
I guess. And so reading the script is obviously you need to know your lines, but you also need to not only know the character, but understand the character.
Right.
If that makes sense.
You can't be like trying to make an attempt as to what the people, what the director is looking for, what the writer's looking for. You have to kind of be an understanding of it when you're doing it, and not just winging it when you get up there.
Yeah,
Of
absolutely.
course, with the direction and guidance of your director/editor.
I was gonna say a good director will tell you exactly what you need to know in order to elicit what he or she wants out of your performance. And a good actor is someone that can provide that consistently. Right. So you want consistency above all else as an actor.
Well, and there's so much like traveling of ideas in filmmaking because you're starting with a writer, and sometimes your writer doesn't want to direct,
right?
But they might want to be in that process still. So they have to translate their vision to the director, and then the director has to translate their vision to the director of photography, the artists of the group, the actors, everyone, and then all that. They have to direct all those visions through the director to your editors, to your, as if somebody,
anything,
right? Music,
yes,
art, and there's all stills and going around the writer. Make sure they got it right from right there at the beginning.
Right.
There's a lot of areas where it could be completely lost in communication.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's very beautiful when you get to see. And especially here at KSU, something that so many people have poured out so much time into, or maybe they even helped just a tiny bit, but just to see where they were a part of it, but also to see how many people actually love and adore this.
Yeah. And I think that's, there's so much discourse right now with AI. And
absolutely.
What I think so many people don't understand when AI is generating content versus like a film set, there is so much thought that goes into not just from the writer or director, but from every single person that works on it. Not only do they have to be on the same page, but they have to contribute those thoughts and feelings from themselves as well.
Right.
It's so collaborative that I don't think that there's anything that a machine could replicate. So
that is I think it's a very good point to bring up, because I am personally of the belief, like I'm not very hypercritical of AI, but when it comes to art specifically, I'm not necessarily afraid of AI, and the reason is why is because I don't think that there is a world where AI will be able to create good art that can compete with what real people can make. I don't think that's possible. Yeah, because kind of like what we said, it's like there's so many areas along the line where there are people, working on it, adding different ideas, changing. Whereas I would just say to AI, hey, just make me a movie. Yeah. They might have an idea, but there's all those areas where you're cutting it up and making it better along the way are completely cut out. Yeah. You're just making the whole thing. Yeah. And so, again, that's to restate. I think no matter what, they can hire... you can hire AI to just make these, crappy movies that nobody's going to watch. Yeah. But those movies that are, blockbuster that people are showing out to see. Yeah. Those really important movies.
Oh my gosh.
Right. They're going to show out and they're going to go see those over these AI generated movies.
Speaking of which, I think Sinners has 16 nominations.
Yeah. I heard it did really good at the Oscars, right?
Yes. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I love that movie. I think it's so representative of what I think art should bring to the table, which is like soul and like human connection. Right. Again, something that I don't think AI will ever be able to really put into content. Right. So,
are you worried about AI?
Let me craft this as a very diplomatic answer.
Hey, don't be afraid to take time to think about what you want to say. Yeah. I guess.
I think it's a tool that is going to be utilized regardless. I don't think that it will ever be something that anyone can ever not use. I mean, Siri is AI. you know, like there's, even if you don't think something is AI, it probably has some kind of artificial intelligent component. And so I think that it's kind of inevitable in that aspect.
Right.
And that scares me. A little bit, because I don't, anything that makes me dependent on it to do my job scares me a little bit.
Right.
I think a little bit of fear is completely healthy. And I think there's also a lot of economic and political background parts to what
it's a
makes
deep
AI.
issue. Yeah, it's not just a yes or no type thing.
So consciously excluding some of those economic and social issues that are on the background of AI, the actual function of AI, kind of like how you said, I think it's never going to be able to truly replicate what it means to like be human.
Right.
Which brings me comfort, because that's what art should always be about, is being human, I think, and being meaningful. Absolutely.
We are maybe I think we're gonna have you back on, and maybe this has already happened and this is already in the works, but it's of our plan to give a little sneak peek to the listener is to do some sort of collaborative video with filmmakers and stuff like that to create whether it just be a script or a whole film in itself, not made by people and then or not made by AI, and then make an AI generated one to truly just show like, hey, I don't have to debate this.
Yeah,
it's just right there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think there's a couple of people in FFS that pride themselves in not using AI in any aspect of what they produce. And I think that that is a wonderful aspiration to work towards if you're kind of opposed to that idea. Certified AI free is becoming a new trendy like stamp.
I think we'll see that.
Yeah.
I genuinely think we'll probably, I think even government wise, I think we'll see some sort of maybe not even government, just some sort of stamp of, or kind of like, you know how like it is with food and stuff like that, or even like books.
Cruelty free.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
AI free.
Yeah, exactly. AI free. Boom.
Yeah, exactly.
I think we'll see that. And I think it's just scary to see how unprepared we are for it, which I think we'll see that happen.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
I mean, this is the technology age.
Yeah.
Where like we have more technology and have more technology in the past, I wanted to say 50, but it's more like 20 years than we've ever had in the history of mankind.
Hey,
so.
It's kind of weird. It's a crazy time to be living in.
Absolutely.
I think a lot of people take that for granted a little bit.
I hope we get to Mars. I'd colonize Mars.
I'd colonize Mars.
If they asked me, hey, do you want to go up to Mars and grow some plants? I'd be like, hell yeah.
Have you seen The Martian?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Then absolutely.
I love them. I actually read the Martian book before it came out. So good.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I rewatched it the other day. I was like, how did I forget about this movie?
Yeah. Well, part of the reason I love The Martian is because it's good filmmaking. Not only is it a good story, but it's good filmmaking. The way they adapted it and the way they overcame some of the inherent struggles of adapting a book that's completely like, I mean, he's talking to himself in his brain. He doesn't have dialogue with anyone else for a majority of the book. There could have been so many pitfalls in that movie that it's a movie I enjoy watching specifically for the filmmaking as well as the story. Right.
Yeah. I agree. Which leads me to my next question. Films.
Yes.
Let's talk about your favorite films. I think this is like especially for somebody who's in your type of major, I'm like, this is your most important question of your entire life.
It's the question I hate answering the most.
So let's go off how we do it in Letterboxd. Okay. You're on Letterboxd, right?
No.
How are you not on Letterboxd? Oh, we got to get you on that like ASAP.
I see people on it. I'm very disconnected.
Today's the day.
Okay.
So top 4.
Okay.
Or whatever you have, top 3, top 4, top 2.
Okay.
What you got?
Well, I'm a romantic. So this answer hasn't changed for the past 8 years. It's always been the 2005 adaptation of Pride and Prejudice with Keira Knightley.
I met somebody who really liked that movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's my number one. And I'm not ashamed to admit that.
Hands down.
Yeah, hands down.
Okay.
I think more recently, I really love Sinners. I
Right.
really love all of the Jordan Peele movies.
Okay.
Specifically because of the stories that he tells and how he tells them. I think
Right.
that they're so awesome. They're so like human, and it's obvious when you do in-depth analysis of them that they have so much thought and care put into every little aspect of the culture.
What's the other Jordan Peele movie?
There's Nope.
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 Okay.
There's Get Out.
Get Out.
Yeah. There's more.
I have a really I've been kind of tempted not to talk about this just because I have such a polarizing opinion.
Okay.
And I know
scared
it's
now.
polarizing. Hey, it's going to be okay.
It's a hot take.
It's a hot take.
Okay.
I did not love Sinners. And let me explain to you why. When I look at it like from like objective creative standpoint,
there's so many negative faces around the room right now.
I know, and I understand, and I honestly respect it, because from a creative standpoint, I'm looking at it, I'm like, this is a really well done film, right? I don't doubt the Oscars it won or anything like that. Like, I don't necessarily say it wasn't deserving, right? I go into the movie, I have no knowledge of this, absolutely none.
Okay.
I'm kind of thinking this is just like a history film or something like that, or what one would say is maybe kind of like a true story based on like a real place and not maybe a direct story of like actual real people.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden, Haley Steinfeld turns into a vampire, and I'm like, what happened? Where did that come from? And I think just the wow factor of having absolutely no knowledge that they were vampires was just so shocking to me that I couldn't recover.
Yeah. So that sounds like your own fault.
It is.
It sounds like how we were talking about earlier, Captain D's and having low expectations.
Yes.
This man enjoys Captain D's. I'm doxing him.
The Captain D lovers of the world are going to unite into this comment section.
No, they're not. So, but anyway, your expectations were probably just not.
I wasn't prepared.
Yeah. And
I told my friend, I was like, look, I'll wait 20 years. I'll watch it again and I'll probably love it.
Yeah.
And I'll regret everything there.
Yeah, you will.
And
well, because like if you, yeah, you will.
Not salty about it at all, I see.
Well, like the story itself is so like
there's so many metaphors. It's
Exactly.
it's a very deep story.
Yes, that's what I love about it.
And I respect it so much creatively. Like
and it's double oh my god, I can't think of Michael B. Jordan. There's two Michael B. Jordans.
There is two Michael B. Jordans.
Oh my god, how could anyone not love two Michael B. Jordans on
Can
screen?
I capitalize on another thing? Let me tell you, like, okay, people tell me, I feel like I was given the
that you
absolute...
look like Michael B. Jordan? No, you don't.
Okay. That felt like out of left field. I mean, I feel like yes, but...
That you are told that you look like Michael B. Jordan?
No one...
Oh, okay.
I
thought that's
you know
what
what
you were going to say. Sorry. Continue.
I was told, okay, for some
like
reason,
Michael B.
I was
Jordan.
given the inclination that the whole Haley Steinfeld Michael B. Jordan relationship was like, okay, do you know who Josh Allen is? Do you follow football at all? Okay, there's a football player. Haley Steinfeld's husband is a
Oh my god. Okay, yes.
NFL quarterback.
That's how you should have introduced him.
Right.
Yeah.
Should have. I know. I know. Right. like Taylor Swift's husband.
Right.
Is,
Travis
right.
Kelce. Yes.
Of course.
Anyway.
But that being said, so I'm looking at this from a football perspective, right? Because everybody in the NFL community is like, oh, Josh Allen's wife totally just got banged by Michael B. Jordan on TV. And he's probably like so upset about it.
Yeah.
And so I'm thinking like half the movie is just Haley Steinfeld and Michael B. Jordan. And like both versions of Michael B. Jordan. I'm no vampires and Michael B. Jordan and two different people in the same movie being with Haley Steinfeld.
So that's why you went to the movie.
I did watch
You wanted to see Haley's.
Whoa, okay. Hold on. I had to know. You're putting words into my mouth. This has gone from bad to worse. Yes. I regret bringing this up immediately.
I thought you were going to say, I regret bringing you on.
Oh, well, I wasn't going to say that. I mean, I can.
I mean, probably that too.
Yeah. I just won't say it to you.
Oh, okay. You'll just tell everyone.
I'll just tell. Like, yeah, we'll just have you leave and we'll just keep rolling.
Hot mic it.
Yeah.
Just be like, dang.
Dude, that was terrible. I'm kidding, no.
I almost cursed. Anyway, yeah. I almost said something else. But I'm trying to be good.
Okay.
Trying to be good.
Well, I'm sorry for my horrible takes on Sinners. Yeah. I'm really sorry.
Mm.
But let's talk about another thing.
Yeah.
So I did some digging.
Okay.
You're not super easy to find a lot of information about, I'm gonna be honest.
Good.
But you did leave one thing just literally in the bio of your Instagram.
Oh.
Your Pinterest.
Oh, yeah.
So you describe yourself, and I thought this was a very funny description, and maybe this is me being rude, just a mythic southern gothic death vibe.
Okay.
That feels like so many different directions. Like that pie chart or whatever,
yeah,
like I don't know what you categorize that as.
that Pinterest bio is not supposed to describe me. That's supposed to describe the Pinterest board.
Okay.
It's not the bio of my Instagram. It's the bio of the Pinterest board. It's like it's like
it's
collage.
Just like redneck woman likes like My Chemical Romance. No, that's not goth. That's emo. What's goth? What's a goth artist?
It's like, so the shirt I'm wearing right now is very like Interview with a Vampire, right? Louisiana Bayou vampire, like, he knows what I'm talking about. He understands. It's like, whimsy goth is kind of similar.
Whimsy goth. That's a very funny two pairing of words, but I understand.
But I also don't attribute myself as a whimsy goth.
You're not whimsical?
I'm mirthful.
I think that's
I'm cool. Okay, so I grew up in the South, right?
Right.
I love lace and
it's very that's a somewhat southern thing, I guess.
Okay, so imagine, if you will,
I'm imagining
a beautiful woman,
okay,
dressed in like a sheer white nightgown with frills and lace, and her hair is just a little dirty, and she's got got minimal makeup on, and she's just running through a swamp.
Yeah.
Barefoot.
I see it. Barefoot.
Yes.
Should we reenact this and just have it like as a clip in the... Yeah. and everybody sees it.
And ideally, she's got some silver jewelry on, and...
So that is this.
Sure.
I'll take that.
That's what I'd like to cultivate
Where
myself.
Where does death come in?
So I'm a Scorpio.
Okay.
And a lot about...
You thought I was going to judge you right there.
I'm not worried about you. I'm worried about them.
Okay, that's fair. Or the listeners, perhaps.
Yeah. Okay. So using zodiac as like a reflection tool, there's different attributes assigned to different zodiacs, and
right.
Something that Scorpio rules over is death and rebirth, and that kind of cyclical change. And so kind of not seeing death as a negative thing, but it can be the death of, your ego, or
right.
Different things like that bring about the rebirth of something new and better.
Right.
And so I don't necessarily think of death as a sad thing, more of just, it can be a quite beautiful thing, I think.
I would agree. I do. It does upset me when people are very like death is like a horrendous thing. I think that's very bad for people's mental health and well-being.
I think that's why a lot of religion, not to get religious or political, but religion gives people
coping mechanism,
yes,
right?
Coping and hope for something on the other side of death, which I think can also be a very beautiful and human thing. I just like humans and people. And that's
good.
that anthropology side of me is just like trying to understand how we like interact as a culture. Death culture is big in my research.
I have faith that you're not going to go total serial killer.
No.
I have faith now. Now it's
No.
okay. All right. So I'm just going to be cutting back to be like, and this is the moment. This is the moment.
He messed up.
Yeah. Who are some like role models that you've had in this experience of filming?
I mean, here at KSU, Professor Choi has been not only like a role model, but like a true mentor to me, genuinely encouraging me to pursue the kind of the combination of my interests of filmmaking and anthropology as like a documentary filmmaker, telling those human stories in film format. He has encouraged me so much and has believed in me so much and pushed me to be my best. But I would also be lying if I didn't say like my parents are role models, just because like they're good people and they have always encouraged me to work hard and pursue my dreams. I could not do what I do if they hadn't supported me this entire time. So
absolutely.
Yeah.
Shout out mom and dad.
Love
Mom
you
and dads
guys.
across the world.
Love you guys.
It's like I sound like Pitbull when I said that. You know what I mean? Anyways. And I guess my last question as we kind of reach our final bits of conversation would be, what is a little bit of advice you would like to give to someone in your similar situation? So, you know, aspiring actors, aspiring editors,
Filmmaker, storytellers.
filmmakers, storytellers.
Whimsy goths out there.
Absolutely.
Well, one thing I struggle with is not giving myself time to rest. And you can have such large dreams and aspirations and forget somewhere along the way that you need to like rest and take time and congratulate yourself on how far you've come so far.
Right.
I think about everything I've done and I think I haven't done enough. And then I look back and I have situations like this where someone's telling me everything I've done. I'm like, oh yeah, I've actually done quite a bit.
It's been a while, yeah.
Yeah. So I think any advice I'd give would be to slow down and take a breath and not lose yourself in like the creative process, because that can be something really dangerous. You don't want to burn out. You want to give yourself time.
Right.
Yeah.
Take it one project at a time and not 5,000 at once, and then you
which
have nothing.
I have done. So which is why I know that's
Which
a bad
is very
idea.
good. Well, thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate it. I think this is a great episode. I enjoyed talking. Is there anything else you would like to say to the people of the world?
Don't do drugs. Get
That's
a
a good one.
cat. Read a book. Yeah. Read something. Every single day you should read something. So
I don't know how we put that on a t-shirt, but we'll figure it out.
read something.
Don't do drugs.
Use critical thinking.
Yeah. Just an assortment of things.
Yeah.
Bye. But thank you for listening. And links in the bio if you're looking to find any sort of things like that, you know, where you can, I don't know if you're totally cool with sharing your Instagram or anything like that. And one last thing I totally forgot to mention that I have to mention.
Okay.
Is that you have a role in Macabre, which
Yes.
is another film we've shouted here.
Oh my gosh. I'm
So
so
give
excited.
a shout out there. So
Yes.
be on the lookout for that. And otherwise, have a great day. Goodbye.
Bye.